Hello, everyone. Welcome to Yoga and Movement with Maud. My name is Maud, and I want to welcome you to your TRX Yoga. I actually have another TRX Yoga class out there, so you might want to check it out. This one is just going to be a different kind of a class, not harder or easier. It's just a different option for you, for those of you, especially who have messaged me over the past few years wanting another type of class. So finally, here's one. As you know, the TRX is a very popular suspension equipment. But if you don't have a TRX and you have a RIP 360, you have a yoga trapeze, and all those suspension equipment that you have available for you, just know that those are acceptable for sure. I just use TRX because that's definitely something that people know already as to what it is and what it does and what it looks like. So I have my yoga mat here right underneath the suspension equipment, the TRX, and the top of my mat is a little maybe a few inches forward of my TRX. And so if you could just go ahead and do that, make the necessary arrangements. Of course, I have my props here so that every time I need them or anytime I need them, I can just kind of swim for them. As for the length of the TRX, I usually have the handles about the same height as my hip flexor, basically where your upper thigh meets your lower belly. That's kind of like your hip flexor right there. So just make sure that both handles are adjusted so that to that height, so that whatever I cue you, it will be consistent between you, the student, and the participator, and me. I can sort of just demo easily without you having to fumble through the length of the suspension. So this is basically a yoga adaptive movement. We're not going to be really strict with yoga poses. We're going to adapt some poses into like non-yoga modalities and the other way around. So we are actually going to start here on our backs. So if you want, just leave the suspension where it is, leave the TRX where it is, and then get your bums down. And then you can actually lie down on your backs ahead of time. Just make sure that you have plenty of room at the top of your mat so that when you lie down, you can just kind of hook your heels in. You can either hook them on the handles or you can hook them at the bottom catchers like this. So take your time, make the necessary arrangements and adjustments. And right here, you can kind of feel already taut on the suspension. So you can just kind of hang, and you can even place your hands on the belly. And make sure that you definitely are trying to conjure this relaxing energy and you're not stressing too much. Even though the legs feel like they're locked, I want you to feel relaxed in your upper body. So hands on the belly, or maybe one of them could be in the chest. Start to close your eyes because, you know, as a typical yoga class, we definitely need to tap into the breath, into every single thing that we do. So the breath is king, and so we close our eyes, we relax our facial muscles, and we kind of just hang in here for a moment, lengthening the back of the neck, relaxing any muscles in the upper body as much we can as the feet are suspended up in the air. Let's take an inhale through our nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. Inhale in. Inflate the rib cage. In, and exhale. Let it go. Flatten your spine down on the mat. One more time. Inhale in. And then slowly let it go. You can hit pause on the video if you want to stay and breathe longer. Otherwise, you can blink your eyes to open and start to just swing your legs left and right. You can do them both at the same time. You can kind of separate the legs. What we want to do here is just to feel some sensation in the lower back. This actually feels really good on the lower back, kind of like Thai massage-esque. The feet are just, kind of dangling and the toes are relaxed. Then you can even kind of march one leg after the other, just bending one knee at a time. Doing one more on each side. You can leave the hands on the belly or you can put the palms on the side, palms up or palms out. It's up to you. We're going to do some suspended bridges. So make sure that the feet are underneath your suspension, like directly. And as you inhale, I want you to actually lift your hips up and just kind of assess how the body feels right now, how the back muscles feel. As you lift up, you're feeling this straight line. And if that's definitely too much to start lower, scoot your hips a lot closer to the top of your mat and then place the palm of your foot, the sole of the foot, onto the catchers at the bottom. Now, you can find me in tabletop right now. So, this is going to be sort of the conventional, traditional glute bridge. But if you want to do it with the legs straight, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I'm going to stick right here, hands on the side. I'm going to flatten my spine down first, curl up the tailbone, squeeze my glutes, and then slowly lift up. This is a lot harder than the straight leg version, but maybe this is a challenge that you're ready for today. Exhale, lower. Tabletop position, ankles in front of the knees. Inhale. Curl the tailbone. Exhale. Slowly lower. Flatten the spine. Curl the tailbone. Ready the legs. Inhale. Woo, quads on fire. Exhale. Ensure that there is space between the thighs and the knees are really hip width apart. Let's do two more. Inhale. You can even just lift the hands up so that it's more about the lower body and you're not accessing your hands too much. One more time. Flatten spine, curl tailbone, squeeze the glutes. Inhale. And then exhale. Lower. Anytime you feel the need to neutralize, just swing the legs. Kind of like windshield wipers. And now I'm going to scoot my hips back and I'm going to transfer so that I am going to get my heels on top of the catcher, kind of by the Achilles tendon right there. So make sure that there's space right here underneath and that you can really lengthen the legs. And all I want you to do is to spread the legs apart and then squeeze your glutes. Inhale, lift the hips, get the feet together, exhale, lower. Let's do that. Inhale, spread, lift, exhale, feet together, and lower. Flatten the spine down, which actually engages the abdominals. Spread, inhale, lift, together, exhale, down. Let's do that several more times. Spread, inhale, lift, together, exhale, down. Spread, inhale, lift, together, exhale, down. Let's do it one more time. Spread, inhale, lift, together, exhale, down. Beautiful. Neutralize, revisit those swings, whatever feels good to you. And then keep the legs straight right here. Again, you're in this position. So anytime you're in this position, just make sure that the hands are not recruited too much and you're not pushing your elbows down. You really want to fire up the bottom part of the body, the lower extremities. All right, so I want you to bend the right leg kind of in that march. And I want you to almost like pull the handle down with your heels, but you're not going to go anywhere because your left heel is also pulling the other handle down. So there's not much movement happening here, but you're feeling it in your hamstrings. Do not lift the booty up. Keep the spine flat down. It's an isometric sensation. Inhale, inhale. Exhale, release. Left leg in and bend. Again, both heels are pulling down. Neither one of them is winning. Try not to hold the breath. If you're holding the breath, that's actually counter to what we want. Keep breathing with this isometric hold. Relax one more time. Bend that right leg in. Pull down on the handles. Feel this in the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Breathe. And exhale. Release one more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then slowly neutralize. We're just going to do one more move, I promise. All right, revisit that move. We're going to pull down on the handles, bring the right leg in, and just hold the right thigh. And you can clasp the fingers behind the right hamstring. Slowly lift your head towards that right knee. Pull down on the handles on both sides. Do not lift this hip. Keep the hip down, or your lower back down. And then slowly release. Left leg in, both handles being pulled. Lower back is down on the floor. Release one more time each side. These isometric holds are killer. Release, interlace fingers, left leg in. And exhale, release. Neutralize. And we're going to do this TRX happy baby. So feel free to scoot your hips a little towards the top of the mat. And you can actually hook your toes into the handles. Well, the catchers right here, the heel can actually rest on those. And open up the legs, keeping your knees bent. And it's like a happy baby right here. The hands can even be behind the thighs. Just breathing in and out, giving our legs a rest. I forgot to mention this, but anytime you want to, you can press pause on the video so you can do something longer, and you can linger in a movement if you want. All right, slowly release. Unhook the heels one at a time if you want. Roll onto a side of your choice. Slowly, gently push yourselves up to sit. And be on your knees right now. So, I want you to sit hips on heels right here. And I want you to kind of place the middle part of your palms on top of the handle of your TRX or your suspension equipment. So as you're here, just notice that the handles are really kind of arm's length reach from you. And if you need to make any adjustments, go ahead and do so. So as you do this, just placing your palms down and pressing it down, lean the torso forward like in a suspended child's pose, a closed-kneed child's pose. Next time, bring the hands in, hammer grip, and slowly pull yourself up into a camel pose, squeezing the hips, squeezing the glutes and pushing the hips a little bit forward. Not too much forward, but just enough so that the knees are right underneath it. Slowly suspend in that child's pose. So come back to where you started. Hands forward. Try not to dump in your armpits. Try to see if you can integrate everything in the upper body, including your core, of course. And then slowly hammer grip. Squeeze the glutes. Push your hips forward into a camel. Exhale, suspended child's. Inhale, suspended camel. We could call it suspended or supported. It doesn't matter. Supported child's pose. Try not to dump in the armpits again. Inhale, camel. Slow as you go, friends. Do not dump in your armpits. I have to say that a million times. That's usually what tends to happen. You want to keep the shoulders strong and stable. One more time in that camel. All right, as you're in this camel, I want you to hold the handles and arms reach right here in this camel. And I just want you to Separate the arms to the left and the right sides, and then bring them together. Keeping the back of the body, squeezing the glutes, hips right on top of the knees. So keep the lower body engaged. And we're just going to spread our arms apart and together. Apart. That's an inhale. Together. Exhale. If you'd rather do an exhale as you spread and an inhale as you come together, honor that as well. Different people have different ways of making the breath accessible. But to me, that's what works. So do whatever works for you. Just one breath one way and the other as we come together. Apart, together. Keeping things taut, like pull the handles down. One more time. Apart, together. Bend the arms, lean back. Nice job. This is a quad burner. Keep the booty lifted away from your heels. Keep your neck as neutral as possible. Lengthen the arms. Burn those quads. Woo! Inhale. Exhale. Pull yourself up. Back to camel. And pause. To neutralize, just shake the hips. Maybe shimmy the hips left and right. Nice job. We're going to do that one more time. All right. Camel pose. Lean back. Straighten the arms. Burn those quads. It is tempting to land the booty down, but keep it lifted. Inhale, exhale. Shoulders are set in their sockets. And slowly push yourself up. Supported, suspended camel. Neutralize. Recenter. Try to see if you can keep the space between your thighs so that they really are hip width apart. Toes can be tucked or untucked. I like them untucked. One more time. Bend the arms in a row. Slowly lean back. We've been here before, but this time we'll add a little bit of movement. So slowly pull on those handles. Come back into the camel and slowly come back into this quad burner. Inhale. Squeeze the glutes, friends. Exhale. Lower. Set the shoulders in their sockets. Inhale. Exhale. Legs on fire. Inhale. Arms on fire. Exhale. Two more. Can we do this? Absolutely. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. One more time. Inhale. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale. Plant the booty down. Rest the backs of the wrists in the handles or the catchers at the bottom. And then just lean forward. A neutralizer is usually a sway or a swing. So find that in here right now. Just bow the head down. Try to see if you can let go of the neck. Soften anywhere that needs to soften. Beautiful. Slowly push yourselves up back into that camel. Walk back a little bit, and then we're going to start here on our right side. So there's definitely a little bit of slack on the TRX as you try to readjust yourself, and that's fine. Right foot is forward into kind of this square lunge. So we're not in a deep lunge, we're in this kind of square shape. And we're going to do a couple of twists. How we'll do this is make sure that the right handle is lower than the left, like right here. So if you're using a TRX equipment, that's pretty easy to gauge. If you're using another brand, just do what you can. Maybe hit pause on the camera or the video and then do the necessary adjustments. Now, your left handle is going to be higher than the right. So I want you to do is just travel the right arm behind you. Now, the right knee is going to want to travel with it. Keep the right knee pointing forward. Keep your hips pointing forward. So this is a thoracic and torso twist. And then back to center. Inhale to open. Exhale to center. Inhale to open. Now everything is pointing forward in the lower body. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. Exhale, center. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Now, keeping that right handle lower, all I want you to do is tuck the toes in the back and then lift your left knee up. Then we're going to revisit the twist. So inhale, pull down on that handle, twist. Now, everything is still pointing forward. What I want you to do is just to adjust the torso, a little bit of tucking in the tailbone down so that your shoulders are right on top of your hips, and then center. You're not leaning forward, right? Inhale. One straight line from the top of your head to the neck, to your bottom spine. Inhale, open. That lower spine is a nice barometer for how integrated you are right now. Inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. Now, equalize both handles. Step the left foot forward. And then just kind of step through. Just to neutralize. All right, we are going to do all of that on the left side. So step your right foot back, send your right knee down. And this time, we are going to be in this 90-degree lunge, right? Set the left handle lower than the right. So make your adjustments again. Nice. And so keeping the right handle taut, all I want you to do is to inhale to open on that left side. Everything pointing forward in the lower body. Exhale, center. Inhale. Sorry, I got it the other way out. Inhale, open. Exhale, center. Squeeze the right booty. That helps you definitely stabilize the legs. And you're not really traveling too far because the TRX or this suspension equipment has a finite length. So if you have long arms, you're probably traveling, farther than I am. One more time, twisted lunge. And then slowly come to center. All right, keep the right hand higher than the left. Tuck the toes in the back and just lift that left knee up. And then inhale, open up. Exhale to center. Inhale, open. Exhale, center. Inhale to open. And then exhale, center. Nice job. Equalize both. Step the right foot forward. And then just kind of step, left and right. Whoops, my mat has actually moved. So make any adjustments you can too as well. There you go. All right. I'm going to show this first on this side. So I want you to hold both handles with the hands. And I want you to get into a wide-legged stance right here. Both toes are pointing forward to start. And make sure that the handle is arm's length. You're not bending your elbows like this. So this is your left foot. Angle it 45 degrees. This is your right foot. Angle it so that the toes are pointing out. This left hand can be on the hip. I want you to send your left hip all the way to the left. And then slowly come back. You know kind of what happened. It's like a triangle legs. And you're pushing the handles forward as the hips are going in the opposite direction. Center. Inhale to reach. And exhale to center. Now let's use the arms. What if the left arm reaches over to the left? And as you come to center, you just lower that hand. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Come to center. One more time. Inhale, reach. And come to center. Now bending that right leg, we're going to get into some warrior movements right here. But we're going to flow between the triangle and the warrior so you can keep your hand out. Inhale, straighten that leg for triangle. As you exhale, bend that front leg, that right leg, and just make a circle with that left arm back to the side. Triangle, inhale. Reaching opposite direction, exhale, bend the front leg. Slowly make that circle. Inhale, triangle, warrior, and make a circle. One more time. Lengthen both directions. And then warrior the legs. And then slowly stay right here in this warrior pose. Make sure that the knee is directed towards that pinky toe and that really the back foot is angled. Stack the shoulders on top of the hips. Send the ribs in. Inhale. And then exhale. You can drop the left hand down, point the toes towards the front. You can jump in to your center, and we'll do this all on the other side. And I apologize, I have to face away from you. Again, the handles have to be in arm's reach. Get into this wide-legged stance, toes pointing forward for now. Gauge the distance. And so now we are going to turn this time. It's your other leg in. It's going to be your right leg, and the left foot is going to point out. Now, lengthen the tailbone towards the floor, so make space for your lower spine. And then this right hand can be on your waist or on your hip. And then slowly triangle the legs, reach the arms out, and then exhale back to center. Again, this is what works for me for my breath. If the reverse is what works for you, then do it. As long as you're breathing and really trying to move with the breath, then you are doing yoga. Reach the arm out, triangle the legs, and slowly come to center. Now let's open up your right arm. Inhale to reach. Exhale to center. Inhale to reach. Exhale to center. Inhale to reach. Exhale to center. Now, we're going to bend that leg, that front leg. And of course, we're going to revisit that flow. So as you inhale, lengthen the front leg. Arms reach in opposite direction. And as you exhale, bend the front leg and make a circle with your right arm. Beautiful. Lengthen. Warrior, exhale, make a circle. Lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, make a circle, bend that leg. I may not have pointed this out before, but make sure that your heel is actually aligned to the arch of your back foot. Sorry about that. Again, inhale, triangle. Exhale, warrior with the circle. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, make a circle. And then stay right here in your warrior two. Again, head, shoulders, lower back, all kind of stacked in a line. Not to be stiff, but to allow the breath to go up and down the body optimally and efficiently. Direct that front knee towards your pinky. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Inhale. And then exhale. Nice job. Pivot the back heel and step the foot forward. Nice job. Stepping through. All right. Walk towards the back of your mat. Make sure that the foot is a little bit more forward and that the handles are really an arm's reach. So just find this. You're not trying to sit like this and you're not trying to round your back. Find this nice lean, basically, with the hands on your TRX. So as you're here, set the shoulders in their sockets. This is kind of an upward plank, and I want you to squeeze your booty without holding your breath. It's another effective isometric hold, so just stay right here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, set the shoulders. And then exhale. Pull yourself up. Now all I want you to do is to walk forward so that the handles are right underneath where you're suspending them from. Let them stay right there. Push down on the handles. Walk your feet back so the feet are underneath your hips. Send your hips back. Again, try not to dump in your armpits. Try to feel the stretch in the back, but generously bend the knees if you have to. And you can even swing the arms left and right. Engage the belly muscles a little bit. And you kind of have to listen to your body here, listen to your lower back. And then push against the handles to lift the torso up. Uncurl. Nice job. Let's do that one more time. Send the hips back, bending the knees, feet underneath the hips at the start. Before you hinge, of course, just as a good gauge. And then the arms are supermaning float forward without dumping in the armpits. Spreading the toes, feeling the connection with your feet and the earth. Strong arms, engaged core. And then slowly rise up. Nice job, friends. Step through. Make sure the handles are underneath where they're suspended, that hook. And then just come down into your knees. And then kind of crawl a little bit forward. And you're in this sort of hips on heels position, but the knees are close together or towards each other. And your arms are a little bent right here. So as you can see, my elbows are bent. Rolling the shoulders back. Breathing in and out. Nice. So I want you to push your left handle forward so the left arm is long. And then just open the right arm out to the side. We've been doing this twist kind of in different ways. But all I want you to do is to open the arms to the side. And as you're there, what tends to happen is you want to teeter towards the left. Keep your both butt cheeks down equally or as equal as you want. Pushing both handles down. And then slowly come back to center. Let's do it on the other side. Open up the left arm. Send the ribs in, opening the chest. Nice job. One more time to the right. Center, one more time to the left. Center. Okay, nice job. We are going to kind of do this toe stretch or foot stretch. So all I want you to do is to lift your knees off of the mat. And I want you to totally depend on the suspension equipment, your TRX. And as you lift the knees up rather, you can feel a stretch in the front of the feet. We're doing this right now for our next move. So as you're here, just feel that stretch. Come back down whenever you're ready. Do that as many times as you want. Rock back and forth if that's in the cards today. One more time. Nice job. All right. So get on your feet once again. We had to do that toe stretch because of what's coming next. So all I want you to do is I want you to lower your TRX so that kind of the handle is kind of in the lower knee area. And you don't really have to lower both, but just for good measure, I'd rather just do that. And so there you go. And I'm going to get this one handle lower than the other because we don't really need the other handle. So again, sort of that lower knee. We're going to get into a lunge pose, but one of the feet, one foot is going to be on the catcher. So it's kind of hard to gauge sometimes, but what I do is I typically hold the TRX, and I kind of want to walk it so that the handle is an arm's reach, and I want to hook the front of my foot on it and then gauge my balance. So I kind of want to look forward. I want to make sure that there is space for me to kick in the back so I can get in this lunge position. Sometimes you got to hop, right? Like that, but I'm not going to do that today. All right, press down on the handle like that. And send your foot back, bending that front leg. So my right foot is back. This is my left leg. So whatever foot is back, that's fine. And all I want you to do is to lift your arms forward. And then slowly press on the handle and come back to center. It's kind of like a lunge flow. And I really wanted to do the toe stretch before doing this because sometimes, and it's happened to me before, I went straight into doing this and my foot kind of cramped. on the front part, so that's not fun. So let's do 2 more times of this lunge flow. Inhaling to reach, exhaling to come back to center. 1 more time. Nice job. All right, hold the handle. Whew, almost fell there. And then unhook the legs. Again, neutralize any way that you want before getting into this other side. And if your mat has moved like mine, move it back. Hold on to the handle. Let the catcher catch the front of your foot. And then look forward, assess your balance. Make sure that there is enough space for you to kick back. Nice job. My foot feels plenty supported. And then let's dance. Let it travel back. Arms go forward. Back to center. Reach the arms out. Foot kicks back. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze everything towards your midline. 2 more like this. Exhale, midline. 1 more. Ooh, quads on fire. And midline. Nice job. Hold on to the handles. Remove your foot. Whew. We're going to do a TRX chair pose here. So walk towards the back of your mat. Again, we're going to get back into that position where we're going to lengthen the arms, but this time it's a different orientation. So with arms bent right here, I want you to place your feet directly underneath where your hands are, like this. But then I want you to sit the booty back like you want to sit on a chair. Lengthen your arms out. This is a much lower chair pose than we're used to, right? But we're going to leverage from the suspension so that we can actually lengthen our arms forward and lean our booty back without having to fall. Now the challenge is to keep the shoulders set. Spreading the toes. Inhale, exhale. Isometric hold in this chair pose. And whenever you're ready, slowly pull yourself up. Nice job. Sway left and right. Neutralize. Again, let's do chair pose. Bend the arms. Bend the legs. And then straighten the arms, set the shoulders, soften the backs of the neck. Lot of communication happening between the quad muscles. My hamstrings are also on fire. Inhale, exhale. Slowly come up. Nice job on those chair poses. All right, we're coming towards the end of class. I want you to come on your knees. You can spread the knees apart, the toes towards each other. Get the wrists to hang on the handles. And you can even clasp the fingers together. It also feels good. But come into a suspended child's pose. What I like about the suspended child's pose is that I can actually sway my body left and right. Whereas in the traditional child's pose, you know, we have to walk our hands to the left and right. But this feels so good on my lower back. Just swing. Or you can stay put, whatever feels good. One more time each side, left and right. Nice job. Hold on to the handles. To end class, we're just going to tap the ends of the handles towards our forehead to just give it much gratitude and respect as our focus prop today. Let go of the handles. Make sure they don't hit you in the face. And let's inhale our arms out. Exhale to heart center. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Nice job, everyone. Since this wasn't really a stretchy class, there's a lot of engagement we did in the legs. Go ahead and do your stretch routine, your stretch regimen. This was definitely sort of a more active, engaging, but still very accessible TRX yoga class. And so just make sure after this that you do something a bit gentler or like a cool down. So until next time, I want you all to take care. Please subscribe to my channel. More of these types of classes, and I have 200 other videos and 200 other different types of class formats and such. I even have mobility drills and other like yoga props that we use, the blocks, the dowel, and all of that. So have fun watching those videos. I hope that you visit those. And until next time, thank you so much and take care.